Hmm. Basically, what I'm going to talk here, I'm going to put this on my channel on YouTube, obviously. Um, I'm using VirtualBox, and what I found out, you can pretty much download this Windows embedded POSReady from actually Microsoft. Because what I found weird is since Microsoft decided to actually stop supporting Windows XP, a lot of people were wondering, well, what will happen for all their old machines that we have at home? Some people, they don't have enough money to actually buy a brand new machine. Certainly, uh, a Windows 10 or maybe a Windows 7 machine. Windows 7, it will still be one of my favorite OS. If you're running on a Windows machine, is the favorite. Windows 10 isn't what makes me feel that Windows is okay, because there's still a tiny bit of drivers issues, GUIs issues from time to time, and you're gonna see, some people are gonna see small problems like when you're actually um, trying to play a movie, play something, your DVD drive is gonna corrupt, and you have to go in the registry at it and try to refix the whole thing, and it's a pain in the butt. But as like I was gonna say, POSReady is basically Windows XP. It's only Windows XP. It's using for all the ATM machines, cash register, and pretty much when you go to the bank, you're gonna see it's customized, but it's Windows embedded. It's Windows XP just modified. And basically, what it is I'm gonna start the installation now. You start the installation like it's not the same installation as Windows XP, because Windows XP starts directly from it installs it loads and install all the drivers, all the software you need for your machine, and after that it restarts and it starts the whole process of installing. On Windows Embedded, it's two different things. You have two things here. You have interactive setup. This is you should use a setup wizard to guide you through the process. This is exactly what you have to do, because if you choose the other one, you'll be pretty much screwed up. Everything is gonna be messed up. It's not gonna work properly, and you don't want to have to mess with all the the asshole. Obviously, in the link in the description, I'm gonna put some product key. You have different product keys that you're allowed to use. What I found bizarre on my own is 80 product key that Windows POS already uses. Oh, that's sorry. POSReady uses any types of CD key that um, it's a special CD key that the Microsoft used to use for basically for Windows XP. They just modify it just to be able to implement it in POS. And when you start the installation, like I'm gonna do now, you just put the CD key directly in. You do that. I cannot paste, so well, never mind. I'm gonna have to type in the CD key. It doesn't matter if I give the CD key away, because you can pretty much take any CD key on the internet and it will automatically work whatever what you do. And what's really good about POSReady is all the software that you used to use for Windows XP works, because it's Windows XP. It's only modified for ATM and cash register. And you just, this is why some people are confused. They're like, oh, why is this not working? And this one, yeah. And basically, if you have POSReady and you have a CD, you can pretty much download the trial version on Microsoft.com. And here we go. You just do the installation process. Type your name, your organization. Doesn't matter what you type. You can type home or anything that you want. Uh, basically, do you need to install the drivers for POS Media installation? Um, start with driver that provides from your hardware manufacturer. I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna keep it like that, just because I don't have any special drivers for this media. Um, and here you can see your drive. I'm on VirtualBox, so it's only 23 gigs. You pretty much create your partition. It will automatically display the size of your partition. You click OK, and it will say partition 1. You click next. The file system has to be in NTFS. If it's not in TFS, it's going to be a pain in the butt. You label it what you want to label it. You click next. You keep going. You put the default language, and if you want to add more language and scripts or for more language, I'm gonna select no because I don't want that. You click next. Never mind. And here you're gonna see typical. If you want to do the minimum, you basically I'm gonna do typical because it will install full um the full thing the full OS. After that, when you're done, you type your name. I'm not gonna type my name. I'm gonna put admin, and I'm gonna put my password. Hitman Soldier 15. Hitman Soldier 15. Click next. For that you don't need to touch anything. You keep it as it is. Workgroup network participation. You have to keep it in workgroup. You can change it when you get to POS, and you click install. It will automatically reformat your drive. When your drive is reformatted, it will do the whole installation process as if you were directly installing Windows. And when the installation is going to be complete, it will automatically install all the drivers, or plug and play drivers, everything that your computer needs to function, and it will reboot, and you will be directly in POSReady. POSReady, what's really remarkable of that OS is you have all the updates, and you're fully up to date till 2019. And this is why Microsoft is like, no, please do not install this on any machine, because some software are not going to be supported. They're joking, right? All those softwares are going to be supported. They just want you to leave Windows XP behind, and they want you to say like, this OS is dead. We don't want you guys to keep going with that OS. But basically, this is how it is. Microsoft is so try to be dominating for everybody, but I feel that they're doing this on purpose, just because they're willing to completely make the OS dead. There's still a lot of software that are basically supported in Windows XP. Certainly, Google Chrome is still supported. It allows you to install it, no problem. You're fully up to date. If you don't want to use Internet Explorer, because I know they said that Internet Explorer was dangerous, very very dangerous, because there's a lot of bug, there's a lot of this. They forgot to patch it, but you don't have to be worried about that because in POSReady it's fully up and running and patch it. Because when Windows XP died, when all the hackers decided to attack it and they found a spot, a loophole in Internet Explorer, this is when they said, "Oh, we're gonna exploit this and we're gonna relaunch our software, and millions of Windows XP machines are gonna be infected." But with Windows Embedded, Microsoft was still supporting this, so they fixed the problem. The whole problem, the whole process is fixed it. So you don't have to be worried about any problems. If something happens in Windows Embedded, you're pretty much guaranteed to be secure. You can run Windows Embedded on Windows on Pentium 4. It's from 1.8 gigahertz and higher. At least if you have 512 megabytes of RAM, or if you're someone that has more than 512, you can have a gigabyte of memory. It's gonna run perfectly. All the software, all the drivers that you used to have for that machine will work. You just, if you have the CD, you put the CD in, you just install all the drivers like you normally do, and it will automatically work. But just when you, the only problem is the way that you do updates. On Windows Embedded, when you go to the start menu, you're not gonna see on the top when you click on start, the start menu, you're not gonna see Windows Update on the top. Some OS, they're not gonna. Some people have modified Windows Embedded, POSReady 2009. They have modified so much that basically you're not gonna see it. Um, so basically, this is why you, when you click on Start menu, you don't see it. But what you could do is when POSReady starts, you go directly on. If I'm correct, it's um, WindowsUpdate.com, and it will automatically display. It will display the full, like you will normally do an update on a Windows XP, and the machine, you will see all the new updates, and you're gonna be like, those updates are not there anymore because Windows XP does not receive updates, and you're gonna see on the bottom Windows XP updates. And this is bizarre because they said no updates for Windows XP. Windows XP is supposed to be dead. But no, you're gonna see updates. And those updates, you're gonna click on them, it will automatically install like a normal update would. And your machine will be fully up to date. You're not gonna have any malicious software is going to attack your machine. And plus, um, if you install a third-party web browser, Firefox, Google Chrome, and if I'm correct, Safari is still supported. I might have to check if Safari is still supported. If it is, well, this is perfect. You install any third parties, and you're fully up to date, fully protected. Install antivirus software like Avast, or you can still install Adaware. Adaware is still supported if you install it, and you'll be fully protected. However, if you have new games, all the new games are going to be coming out. Obviously, they're not going to supporting Windows XP because Windows XP day by day it's becoming obsolete. It's been, if I'm correct, it's been 2 years that the operating system is currently dead. There's no updates, there's nothing. The only thing why there's still software, because it was Windows XP. Windows XP was one of the biggest OS ever for Microsoft since the 9X version, because since they killed 9X version of Windows 2000, and Windows Millennium Edition was very poor in the support was poor, because it wasn't good. It wasn't what Microsoft expected, because it had so many problems, it had so many bug issues with drivers. And basically when Windows XP came out, Windows Millennium Edition, ME, was destroyed, was totally dead. Windows 2000 was professional, was still there until 2006. But if 2000 was there, if Windows 2000 was still there, I wonder what happened with Microsoft, with Windows XP. Why they didn't kill Windows XP before? Because Windows XP came out at the same time as Windows 2000. It was very similar. In 2001, 2000, it wasn't very long ago. Maybe a year in between. So now when you finish installing Windows Embedded, you have the user and password screen. You type your password, you type your user and your password that it was given to you when you did. Sometimes it will automatically do an error telling you that the password that you have put on it isn't working. Maybe it's because I have to click add me three door, and I have to do it like that to type my password. It wasn't gonna work. It's kind of weird. Every single time I try to install POS, it gives me that error. And I'm gonna try to type my password. If it doesn't work again, I'm gonna be. There we go. No, so now POSReady is fully working. Like you see, it's exactly like Windows XP. It's only because here, like you see, it's Windows Embedded. And you see, you have all oh my god, even the shield is up right now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna install the guest edition, the guest for VirtualBox. So we're gonna have the full experience, and you see, it will automatically install like there was nothing else. It worked. Yep, yep, yep. It will tell you to basically you have to install the software. Sometimes they're gonna say the software is malicious because it doesn't know where it is. It comes from basically another source, and like you see, it's fully working. Yeah. Again, I'm gonna put all the some of the CD key. Maybe I'm gonna put more CD keys for this OS in my video description. And if someone um, wants to mess around with that OS on VirtualBox, or if you want to test it on real hardware, you're allowed to do that. You just type your normal password, and boom, POS starts. Now it allows me to make it bigger. Here we go. That's a lot better. So when POS is ready, like you see, if I go in properties, Microsoft POS embedded, POSReady 2009 version 2 Service Pack 3. It tells my name, it tells exactly what I've typed before, home. It tells my CPU usage. Anyway, I put a gigabyte of RAM because it's pretty much enough. So, like you see, some of the POSReady, look, you don't see Microsoft updates. You don't see that. Basically, you have to go directly to the website of Microsoft. And if I'm correct, if it still works, I gotta go on Windows update.com. Yes, I do trust this website. I click yes. Display contents. I say yes. Your browser is out of date. I got no doubt about that. I'm dead impressed that it's not telling me to. This is kind of weird. Give me a second. I'm gonna go directly to Windows Update. Time for your system upgrade. Microsoft Windows Update. There we go. So basically, you're in Microsoft Windows Update. You click install what's basically telling you to install. The first software is going to tell me it's going to download all the updates, all the real software that you pretty much need, and you're basically done. There we go. My machine is fully working. Some people say those CD keys are not good. They're pretty much scans. They're not like good CD keys. No, they're pretty good. With those CD keys, you're allowed to pass all the genuine tests without having any problem. And you're not gonna have problems updating your machine. Your machine will be fully up to date. And when all the latest updates, when it first, basically right now it's searching for updates on your machine. Internet Explorer is pretty old, very old, because it isn't updated. And what you're gonna see is this: security for WebOS and POSReady. And when you're gonna click on it, I'm dead surprised it's not telling me what date it is. You're gonna see a lot. Yep, there we go. Windows malicious software removal tool, March 2016. And what I found was bizarre is Windows XP is not supported. And why is there still updates for this OS if it's not supported? Why? This is my question. Well, for the response to my question, basically what it is all the big companies, all the big distributor, all the banks, and all the governments are still paying Microsoft tons a lot of money just to keep that OS protected. And since Microsoft did not do any major, didn't put a barrier to say like, oh, this is only this is only for professional use, not for customers. They should have actually not put this on their website. it's perfectly on the website. If you go directly, this is McJuggernuggets. He's a good guy. Um, you go on Microsoft.com. Excuse me. You go on POSReady. There's a lot of product keys on the web, and you click on the first link that you're gonna see, www.microsoft.com.inca, download details, and you click on it. The minute when you click on it, it will automatically load. If it loads, oh, my, my browser just froze. Are you kidding me? God. All right, give me a second. My browser just froze. Are you kidding me? Oh, maybe I got an internet problem. Or maybe my browser just froze. Let me see. No, okay. Oh, maybe Microsoft is not working. Ah, there we go. No, okay. Microsoft POSReady 2009. Click on it. Wait a little bit till it loads. If it loads. If it doesn't, well, never mind. Basically, it's supposed to be working because I checked yesterday and it was working. There we go. When you get directly to the website, you're actually gonna see this, and you just type on the search field on Google POSReady 2009, and you'll get to this website of Microsoft, and it will tell you all the system requirements, everything that you want. You basically want to know from the OS, and as you can see, it only requires you a PASM 233 megahertz, exactly like Windows XP, unfortunately. And even this, the system, the memory required 64 megabytes for the minimum and 512 recommended, exactly like Windows XP. So what I found extremely weird is why POSReady? Why didn't they just decide to update POSReady? That will not, that will directly kill Windows XP. Now people are finding better alternatives, and this is one of the best ones out there. You will never find any. This is the closest things to Windows XP. As you can see all the updates here. Some of them they're gonna be for Windows XP because it's normal. POS, Windows XP, same kernel, same version. There's no difference. So this is actually what I really wanted to talk about. And if you guys like this video, just put a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, well, put a thumbs down. That's up to you guys. I'm very glad that this YouTube channel is evolving, but slowly. But I'm not making videos all the time because I have few things to do with school and everything. So I'm gonna try to do more and more video as soon as I can. So